Hello YouTube Nation and welcome back for yet another video. Today we're looking at overpriced things in my opinion. Worth it or not worth it? Can't wait to see where you all are with it. All right, let's get this going. Wonderbread He-Man. Fortress Maximus, some of the grails of the world that we're talking about here. The blank from Dick Tracy, which is also my personal grail of all time. WWE Hasbro's 1, 2, 3 Kid. We got some droids action coming in here. Who would have ever thought that guy's as expensive as he is? And we go to another Star Wars character of Yakface. And the cool thing about a lot of these are they are hard to find. And I'm not disputing price for hard to find things. What I am asking, is it really worth it? Is that toy really worth it? But one of the problems for me and the reason that reviews haven't come out as swiftly is my house is about 8 feet underwater. So here's a few videos of what my neighborhood looks like. All right, so you may not see a few things for a while, but we're starting off here with Wonderbread He-Man. Wonderbread He-Man is just a repaint of a regular He-Man action figure with some accessories that are repainted but aren't that different from anything else. Yes, he's a hard-to-find character. The coolness of how the Wonderbread He-Man came along is absolutely phenomenal. But is he worth the price? To me, I do not think so. I don't think that this very rare figure is worth what people are asking for him. This thing fetches, and we're going to see some eBay pictures here, is fetching things and prices that are just astronomical. We've got one seller here getting to the $1,000 mark. We've seen some solds for $800 with no weapons. Weapons were going for a couple hundreds. Worth it or not? Leave it in the comment. Let's see the next one. All right, next up we're going Generation 1 Transformers Fortress Maximus. This seems to be a very big figure for a lot of collectors. For me, it is a brick. It is a very cool fortress, and yes, it's big, but does it really need to be that big? Yeah, because scale matters, and that's not a bad thing to actually have. But is the toy actually worth it? For me, I've owned 2 of them in my lifetime. I've owned a body, and to pay $1,200 is astronomically, absolutely not the way. $700, still not there for me. Now you can get an Encore one that's a reissue for a couple $100, and I do think that is worth it. But when you're trying to piece this thing out for little figures and some of the gadgets and gadgets that are reaching the hundreds, not for me. But how is it for you? Worth it or not worth it? Leave it in the comments. Up next for me, my holy grail. This is my holy grail. The blank from Dick Tracy, portrayed by Madonna in the movie, which is fantastic. Do I think any Dick Tracy figure is worth really anything? No, they're some of the worst figures ever made. But from a toy line that hits me in the heart, I do think this one is worth it. I have been trying to purchase one of these for years, but the prices have just jumped so high, I cannot fathom paying what they're doing for it. Love the Dick Tracy figures, but as you're going to see here on the eBay listings, we've got one just rolling in there, black, the blank black trench coat, $3,000, $1,990 from a seller, $3,800. And then we've got some that's coming in here that's sold on card for $2,400. And the weird thing about this, let's talk some accessories on this eBay purchase, is just the mask and the gun went for $319. That is a lot of money just for a little piece of plastic. Worth it or not worth it? To me, $3,000, no. If it was $1,000, I would have been in. All right, next up on the worth it, not worth it, WWF/WWE's 1, 2, 3 Kid Hasbro, the green card back. This is his first figure, and man, for a character that doesn't really go that big, at least for me, or at least didn't back then, nope, it was a peg warmer. I do remember seeing these on the shelves. People weren't picking them up. But this figure fetches a ton. And again, this isn't about collectability. This is the figure at release day worth it? Skinny figure, and it really does give 1, 2, 3 Kid a good look. But men on card or loose on card, sorry, is going for around 900. These are all bids or asking prices for them. But you get one sealed, you're looking at $1,000, which is just crazy. For me, for one of these Hasbro figures, for me, not worth it. What is it for you? Worth it or not worth it? All right, we're going to pick on Star Wars a lot in this show because there's a lot of them to pick on. So we're going to get to the Power of the Force stuff, and this is Yakface. Yakface, and some of these Star Wars characters, you will hear me say weirdness of, I do agree with it. Yakface, I don't agree with his price point, if it's worth it or not, because it's not that main of a character. He's just in one small scene on the skiff or on Jabba's palace, as you can see. You blink, you miss him. So for me, this character didn't hit home at all and did not have anything going for him. However, it's fetching $700 plus $40 to ship that. Oh man, that's coming in hot for $10 worth of shipping. A lot of nice asking prices. Yakface for me, not worth it. Let me know in the comments if you think it's worth it. All right, and the last one for this first series of worth it or not, we're going Mickey Mouse eared Cobra symbol, Cobra Commander. There were several, as you saw in the first picture there. There are several different variants of the Cobra Commander with the blue helmet and the blue suit. Is having a painted symbol really worth the astronomical prices from a $100 figure to a $1,000 figure? For some collectors, and that could be you, that may be yes. For me, absolutely not. For me, the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander is one of the most overrated and overpriced figures there are. It's just a paint defect, really. As you can see here, here's one going for $650. Crazy to me with a card. That file card is exactly the same. Here's a loose one going for $120. But if you'll look, the Cobra symbol is really faded on that. Then we got a really clean version on this one going for $9.99. And then we got a couple more being asked for $420. But I mean, this Cobra Commander is the same. He is the exact same as everything else. So this is the first little episode for worth it or not worth it. You know, we're going to have a few sneak peeks here of what's coming in later. Thank you all for sticking around with me for not doing true reviews or not being able to do any of the Playground Chronicles because house is flooded. I'm going to be out of it for about 2.5 weeks. So I'm going to try to get you as much content as I possibly can. Thank you all so much. Peace out.